They have cocaine manufacturing plants, okay? And then they sell us their cocaine. We appreciate that very much, but...
That's such a good clip. All right, guys. So, first of all, absolutely legendary move on Meta. You know, we've been waiting on the move. We've been in the 640s, and yesterday on this move down, no news, absolute bullshit, clear as day, especially this week here, that something's coming. So we loaded those 660s end of day, and obviously it was even higher pre-market, but they had to take it down because it was crazy. Like those 660s, for instance, as you know, paid 3,700%. 640s paid nicely too. It was pretty crazy. So, whoa. So now what's next? Well, next trade, right? Same setup here as before the other drops. All over Twitter. And I'm talking about this hangman. But in this spot, why do this twice and then a third time? So then we go back to seasonality and what we've been watching here. We're looking for this pop specifically. There's S&P 500. Here's the Nasdaq. We're looking for this end of the first week of December. We have our old trusted sports calendar. Same thing, because we want this to be a high, and then we want to chill and we want to catch this dip, right? That's the one. This dip is the one we want to carry into January, which looks across the board to be a high. Okay, this might differ here, but that's next year's problem. Am I right? So personally, I'm hoping that with the full moon, we could go and revisit the FOMC line here on SPY, maybe even tap the collar. Why am I saying that? Because the GEX is kind of lined up for it to do so. Okay, there's even crazy ass GEX for Monday specifically. I don't know why, but it is kind of there. I'll show you in a sec. A little bit weaker. Yeah, for tomorrow, like 690 could tap. And if this thing wants leg, you could even get 696 on Monday. But I would be very, very, very careful in the same way. If this doesn't go tomorrow, the top is in. The next leg higher would be an extended move. Or would it? Well, I've been telling you for days now that we need to trigger this Zweig breadth thrust by Friday. You need an absolute ripper tomorrow to get here. Otherwise, I don't think it triggers. And you probably pop in here and then fade. Now, you do have core PCE tomorrow during market hours. That is different. Right now, the market's kind of suspiciously melting up here after yesterday's bullshit. Obviously, if we can open over today's high, great. I would at that point take some profit, hold the fucking way out of the money shit, see if you can catch a big mic, sell all your shit, and if the stuff holds, then great. Then we can rebuy and we can target 696 for Monday, okay? If the shit aligns. Now, the last few days here, more loading calls longer dated than puts. And the put boys, again, today was day 6, right? So here's that setup. Like, you want to gap over this to go tomorrow. Can happen before market, can happen after, right? During the core PC. What core PC am I talking about? What are you yapping about? I'm talking about core PC coming out 0.2. Okay. If this comes in at 0.1, we explode. If it comes in at 0.2, we can go. If it comes in at 0.4, we sell. 0.3 would be like acceptable. I mean, you gotta squint at all this shit, but they're putting it out nevertheless. Michigan consumer sentiment as well. Okay, so that's during market hours. This is unprecedented. Usually it's pre-market, right? And then quickly looking at next week, Jolts Tuesday, also during market hours, which is the 1st, right? And then FOMC. So a lot of shit coming up here. Be careful. Play the extremities of the range. Like today, caught the gap up, sold, caught this move, caught that. Remember when I sold that scalp for 33%? I mean, the market again cannot rally without a fake breakdown. You know that I absolutely loaded here, sold, held runners, right? And that's the right approach in this type of market, because this is all done to decay premiums. And why is that? Like, is there something wrong with the market? No. Again, this was the dip, right? We caught this whole move up. This week was gonna be choppy. That's why we kind of changed the way we approach, and it's been more scalping. Obviously, Meta, we've been sitting and waiting on for forever, and it paid handsomely because we put in the work. Now, full moon and then new moon, okay? Full moon, new moon. So, not my first rodeo, but I would not be surprised if you get like a full moon high and then a new moon low type of deal, something like that, okay? Then we get FOMC, yada 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 yada. We're also gonna get a new collar soon. Yesterday I showed that this could still have a decent day in it here for a possible high. Looks good, can still go. And again, what did I say yesterday? I said it's setting up to be a Thursday premium high. It was definitely a Thursday premium high because this opening candle was the premium high across the board of fucking everything, right? Everything. That does not mean that the prices can't go up, but the weeklies topped out right there, okay? So again, shit you need to comprehend if you want to do this, right? Okay, hello, massive move today, offering. So watch out if you catch a move on a lot of these shit names, something like that might happen, okay? Not in it, obviously. Now Meta also caught this move here. Watching it, I still have a way higher price targets, right? Way higher, but it was we came to the gap. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we this month go and fill that gap, and then this goes. Now a lot of people are jumping from Apple to Meta. Why is everybody jumping cheap on Apple? So that could take, if this needs to go back down here, can take the whole market down with it mid-December, okay? Now we know why Jensen was doing the PR rounds yesterday, because you got these congressmen and senators that are like, well, we didn't receive our kickback, so we're gonna fucking throw a hissy fit, and we are gonna propose a bill that you can't sell shit to China, okay? Who are these people? That's all I'm gonna say, like. You know, once their Ben Gay has been switched out to some good old Vaseline, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Also, you saw UUU today up. All these minerals, fucking copper, UME. All of these are getting bid up. Why is that? Well, same reason that CEP halted today. So we are very close to something from the Supreme Court. And by looking at CEP and by looking at UUU, for instance, where were you? Wall Street's bidding on these tariffs not fucking being okayed by the Supreme Court, clearly, because they're jumping in and bidding up all the names that were ripping before we had a deal with China. Very interesting. Coinbase, acting exactly like Meta. And obviously we've caught plenty of Coinbase, but when you zoom out here, and you're thinking Bitcoin, first time it banked through 100 grand, right? Like, this thing has more of a move in it. Absolutely. Where to? Well, again, volume shelf fucking half moon, 300. Where are you at? It's coming. Okay, I do not want to miss it. It's coming. That's why I'm in next week's 270s, right? So I'm approaching this from not only a swing perspective, but also then scalping some top end stuff. Okay, Tesla, and again, paid 25, sold here, went a little bit more, but when it goes through the Bollinger Band in this market, I'm a seller. It caught the juice, whatnot. Google has a setup. What the fuck is this? This is either gonna be the worst bear flag, or it's just chilling and it's about to do this again soon, right? Last week, what was it? It was it was from here to here. It was doing this again, gapped up, boom. So I'm looking to see if I can catch a gapper on it. Besides that, I'm not planning on carrying a lot into next week, because I know that they will probably grill this shit into FOMC, or they will front run it. So I'm approaching it from after I've seen what Core PCE does tomorrow. If the market continues to rip, I'll target Monday. Monday is definitely going to be a premium high in that case. So now you know. Let's check one more thing here. The gamma or GEX for tomorrow, as you can see, you need to get over this. You get over this, let's fucking go. There's nothing here, right? Same thing on Monday. You get over that, it's party time. Okay, it's not even there. So it's a long shot. We still have a bunch of ghost candles down below. Today, what did I say today and yesterday? Here, that's the ghost candle. See right there? That's the ghost. Boom, came loaded, right? Now they did buy dark pool on this dip. They did buy flow. So here's Coinbase 284, by the way. Let's just quickly see if since you're watching Nvidia has some ones down, boom. So Nvidia is not gonna be a upside vehicle right now. Too risky, I agree. It shows more downside next week. I think we're reading this right. Apple, interesting, needs to go back up there. Okay, cool. Anyways, guys, what a move on Meta. Absolutely epic. God bless.